Hi everyone, it's Ray here from Man City Fan TV. I'm still here in France. Today I'm visiting a nice park called Parc de Sceaux, and you can see a magnificent chateau behind me. I'll just give you a little panoramic view of what we've got. Today I'm going to do some videos. It's going to be the start of my series on the Academy. What is it? Where is it? And some of the players that have come out of it very recently. Hope you enjoy it, Blues, and don't forget, if you've got any questions, any topics you want us to discuss and cover, please leave your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, please click like. See you around, Blues. Over the last couple of days, there's been some disgruntled City fans on social media. They're quite unhappy with the news that I think last week we sold one young kid, an academy graduate called Pablo Maffeo, and this week it looks like there's another kid, Angelino, who's going to be sold as well. They want to see young kids playing in their first team, especially local homegrown kids. At Manchester City, we want to see young lads from Manchester playing in our first team. That's kind of a dream for us. So today I'm going to talk about the Academy, what it is, what its purpose is, and then I'll go through some of the players that are either leaving or that need to consider their future very soon as to whether they stay with City or move on. The City Football Academy is a world-class training facility and stadium complex. It's opposite the Etihad Stadium, and the two stadia are connected via the Next End Bridge. Now, the bridge is symbolic as well as a physical bridge, because it symbolises the bridging of the gap between the academy and then moving into the first team. The kids at City, they want for nothing, as do any of the senior squads, whether ladies or men. Every single facility, everything that they could want is provided to them. There's no argument at the end of the day that they didn't make it because something was lacking. And the children also have access to one of the top schools in Manchester, so if they don't make the grade as a footballer, they've still had a very good education at the same time. Now, the results at the Academy have been fantastic over recent seasons, so much so that the management feel that the kids aren't being tested enough, because there is a big gap between academy football and first team football, and since we don't have a League B in effect here in England, it's a very big leap for those kids. And so what they've actually been doing is been playing above their normal ages, and you'll get 17 or 18-year-old kids playing with the under 21s, for instance. We've also got links with the Girona FC, who play in La Liga, and NAC Breda, who play in Holland. And the reason for these links, for us to send players on loan, I think we're sending 5 every year, is, as I said, it's to bridge the gap between academy football and first team football. There's a feeling developing amongst City fans that the academy is just a cash cow. It's there to buy players, hoover them up from all over the world, develop them for 2 or 3 years at City at the academy, send them out on loan for a year or two, and then sell them and make some money. That's a model that's worked at Chelsea, but it's a model that a lot of other fans don't really like, and especially at City, we want to see these kids coming through. Last summer, Kelechi Iheanacho, who kind of was an academy graduate, albeit fleetingly, he was sold to Leicester City for £25 million. Now, Kelechi, we thought, was quite a decent player. He always seemed to be there at the right place at the right time, but he just didn't progress under Pep, and he was sold. Now we've had the news in the last 10 days that Pablo Maffeo has been sold to VfB Stuttgart for €10 million. Now, Pablo was playing at Girona FC, and from all accounts, a couple of games I saw as well on TV, he seemed to be doing pretty well for a kid, and we all thought there was potential for him to come back to City and be an understudy and then fight for a first team place in a couple of years' time. But he's been sold. There's news in the last couple of days that Angelino, who's been playing at NAC Breda in Holland,
he's going to be sold for only 5 million euros, even down to 4 million euros. Now, there might be buyback clauses or sell-on clauses with these players, but I can't really see them ever coming back to City. And it's disappointing with Angelino too. He's been playing really well over in Holland. He made the Eredivisie team of the season, and it'll be sad to see him go. There's also a rumour that Manu Garcia, who's been playing on loan at NSC Breda, he's going to be sold either to Italy or a club in Spain. And it's really it does feel a little bit sad that players that you've been following for 2 or 3 seasons, you thought had a pretty decent chance to make it, are actually not going to make it and follow through on their potential and promise from a couple of years ago. So what about our players who are currently on loan? Well, I'll start with Jason Denier. Now, 3 or 4 years ago, he went up to Celtic for a 12-month loan, and he was a centre-back pairing with Virgil van Dijk. He went out to Galatasaray on loan, played 20-odd games in the league for them. That was followed by a loan at Sunderland, which was probably a very bad move, I think, because they were in desperate times and they struggled all season, and they plummeted out of the Premier League and Championship even, and they're now in League One. Then Jason went back to Galatasaray last season on loan, and he had another successful season with them, winning the Turkish league title with them. And he said that he wants to stay with them, and they want to keep him. So it looks like it's just a matter of City and Galatasaray sitting down and deciding on what the fee is.